My name is Ian, and today we are talking about structuring our offense by using strike throw situations. Strike throw is a tactic that creates a situation where our opponent guesses whether we are going to strike or throw them. Each option has their own risks and rewards. Let's look at an example of striking. As we can see from the example, striking can cover multiple options and only loses to invulnerable moves. Striking is generally the lower risk, lower rewarding option until we force the opponent into a counter hit situation. Once this happens, we can get a massive payout. One issue with striking is that when blocked, it can effectively end our pressure if we don't have meter or good follow-up special moves. Sure, we may have some plus frames, but without any guaranteed way to mix, a patient opponent can faultless defense out of our pressure. Our other option is throwing, which has more moderate to high risk with a reward that is low to moderate. Throwing will beat blocking in DPs, but will lose to fast buttons and movement options like backdash or jump, the latter leaving us open for big counter hit damage. As we can see, throwing has a lot more ways to go wrong than striking, but it has the benefit of being unblockable and often can be looped into the next strike throw situation. When fighting an opponent, learning their wake up habits can mitigate the negatives of either option and give you insight as to which option to choose moving forward. Something we should think about is, if our options are working and our opponent isn't changing their game plan, there's no reason not to abuse that option until they've proven they're going to punish you for it. In this next clip, I realized my opponent constantly backdash on wake up, so throwing him never made sense. I continued to strike him every chance I got. On the flip side, when our opponent does choose the correct counterplay, it can feel like a mistake to use that option again. This is normal, but is a huge mistake. By removing an option, our opponent has less stress to deal with. Being prepared to get hit by their DP when striking, or to lose a game to a counter hit when throwing, makes you a tough opponent to beat. You won't get bullied into losing composure in your offense. Fun fact, This is why you hate Leo players. Now that we understand the general idea of StrikeThrow, how do we practice it? Simple tests can be done to find out a character's ability to StrikeThrow. First, in the counterattack settings, we need to set our dummy to throw after recovery. Then we need to use our buttons, specials, and supers to knock down our opponent. After that, we can run into our opponent and press our buttons. If we get thrown out, we timed our button too late. If we get a counter hit, then we timed it meaty. If our knockdown leaves the opponent out of the throw range, then it isn't a true StrikeThrow situation, but it might still be meaty, which is beneficial. Spending a little time to understand where your characters can apply StrikeThrow and the risk reward for each option can give you an edge to win your next battle. Keep those eyes peeled for more. This is Ian.